35 and always alone? Yes, that's me. Does it sound like you? Are you always doing something alone? Because I am. I am just alone 24/7. Firstly, ladies, welcome to the Nana journey. Ladies, please hit the subscribe button. By you hitting that, it helps the channel grow so other women can find it and they feel less alone. So please hit that. I really appreciate it. Now let's get back into it, ladies. Are you always alone? Because I am. I do everything alone. And I'm 35 and I'm still alone. At 7 years old, I was alone. Every phase of my life, I'm always doing something alone. As I've got older, I've looked back and I've always been alone. And I'm genuinely being serious. Like, I look back and I thought this would have changed by now. But I find myself at this age always doing something alone. Like, even if I go to the shop, I'm alone. I go on my daily business, like every day I wake up, I'm alone. I do something, I'm alone. And I'm just always I literally am alone 24/7. Now, I don't know, should I be concerned about this? Because I'm quite at peace being alone. But then there's another part of me that knows that I should have some social interaction more often. But I don't know how it got to this point. And I don't think it's just me, because I do feel like there's other women out there. And we're just in a phase of this life where a lot of people are just wandering this world alone. But I'm not mad at it either, because when I had lots of people around me, it was the most chaos I had in my life. I didn't feel peace. I didn't feel any peace. And quite frankly, if you want me to be really honest, and I don't know if I'm going to sound like an absolute, I might sound weird saying this, but here goes. I didn't really get anything from it. What does that make me? I don't know how that sounds, and I'm not trying to sound like really like I don't need people, because we definitely need connection. We definitely need people, but it never gave me anything to the extent that I get when I'm alone. Like I get so much peace when I'm alone. I can just do whatever I want. I can just go wherever I want to go. I just do what I want to do. And I don't have anyone having to deal with anyone else's problems, having to deal with what anyone else is trying to do. I'm just in my world. But I do understand that I've got to the point where my world has become my world, and I should I feel uncomfortable that I'm battling it with myself, because I know that we need human connection. I do know this. I'm not saying people are not good people to be around, and there are plenty of good people, but I am just alone 24/7. And I know people like, well, just go and find people, but it's not that easy just to go and find a friend that you feel that is connected to you and you can connect with them, and it is quite exhausting. The thought of it is exhausting me, actually. It's exhausting. It's actually exhausting me, the thought of having to go back out in the world and try and discover friends. It's exhausting. I've been through the whole friendship thing, fake friends, all that. I've done it all, and I've done it longer than I have been alone in this piece, and it's just the thought of it is so exhausting, because everyone's getting on with their own world, and as you get older, like, people just got their own lives and own things to do, and it's just like having to just go back out there and maybe interject into someone else's life and try and become a friend and then it's like, how is this going to alter your peace? It's quite unnerving to think that the healing journey that I've been on, I don't want to compromise it I don't want to compromise my healing journey in any way or form. Like, it really concerns me a little bit that I could allow an energy and it can completely change or alter my healing journey that I've been on. Like I value my healing journey. I've invested so much time and effort, and it's an ongoing process, but I've invested so much time and effort to become the woman that I am, and I'm not willing to compromise that healing journey for a potential energy that's going to come in and disrupt that whole thing. And I don't know what that is that's going to disrupt it. So I'd rather just go along and just be in my own world alone. But it comes to the point, it's like, when is alone lonely? And this is what I'm trying to define here. I'm trying to understand, like, I'm alone because I enjoy being alone. But I do get times, I'm not going to lie, I get times where I'm just like, I wish just very mundane things. Like, I wish I wasn't going to the grocery store alone. I wish I wasn't going to the cafe, sitting here alone. I wish I wasn't just going here, there alone. Sometimes I do wish that, but at the same time, I don't want to feel attached to anything either. Like, I don't want to have to feel obliged to do something because someone else's schedule is, or someone else is wanting to do that. And what about if they need that all the time? I don't know if I can give that to someone that will understand the need I need to be alone. I don't know what it is. I've always been like this, though. I've looked back, now I've got older, I've looked back at my life, and I've looked back even when I was like 7, even when I was like 15, even when I was like 20 something, every phase of life, I've always remembered being quite a loner. And I listen, in my 20s, I had lots of friends, but they're not my friends now. So they were just there for a phase of life. You know what I mean? It wasn't that deep friendship that, you're looking for. But regardless of that, and it's not like I haven't had the opportunity. I've had lots of friends around me. It's not like I haven't had that, but it's just I've always remembered being alone, just doing my own thing. Always it always annoyed me, like having to do stuff with people all the time. Like I have to escape and be alone. But I've always just been alone my whole life. I even remember from a young age, just finding it a bit more difficult to make friends. Not because I couldn't make friends. It's a very weird thing. It's people gravitate towards me to be friends, and I just remember always being alone. And even now at this age, I'm alone again. I mean, we are born in this world, I guess, somewhat alone, and we die alone, I think. But I know some people really need to be with others all the time. Some people cannot stand being alone. It's their nightmare to be alone. And my actual living nightmare is to be around people constantly, 24/7. It would be my living nightmare is to be around people. But yeah, what I'm talking about is I'm always alone. I wake up alone. I go on my daily business alone. I go to the shops alone. I go to the cafe alone. I literally, probably every day, I'm alone, 24/7. Is that sad? I mean, I don't know. Have I got so used to it, being alone? Am I in isolation? Have I isolated myself away? Or is this what's happened now? I don't know if this is a post-COVID thing, or people are just more alone these days. I know some people really didn't like being locked down. This is just normal to me. It wasn't anything different from my normal life, really, of being on lockdown. It's just I feel like I've been on lockdown my whole life. I don't know how to explain. I always do things alone, just go for walks alone. I don't know. I know some people they can't even bear sitting in a cafe alone. They can't even bear having it just being alone. But I do get to a point where it's some days I just wish I wasn't alone, and I don't think I'm lonely either. And I don't understand, like, when does the alone go over to lonely? Because I do feel lonely sometimes. But in the core foundation, I do like being alone. Because when I have people, like, when I've been in environments where I've had people around me, I've just gotten no satisfaction, like really like high satisfaction from it. Like, you know, me being alone, I just do what I need to do, you know. But I kind of worry a little bit because I know that I do need social interaction. Like, I'm aware of this, but I rarely leave my house. Like, literally rarely leave my house. And when I say 24/7, I'm practically alone, I'm not joking. I'm alone. Like, alone. And like, and I'm not talking just like 1-2 days out of the week. I'm talking like pretty much every day, every week, every year, I'm alone. And so I don't know what this is. And looking back, I've always kind of been like this. So I don't know. What is it? Ladies, tell me. Do you feel like you're wandering around in this world alone? It's not just me. Ladies, look, I do this platform. I'm here to speak about this because I know I can't be the only one. I can't be the only woman just wandering this world alone. Like, what I'm talking about is, do you do your daily things like alone? Like, I'm not talking about, you know, I'm literally talking about every day, like you're waking up, you're just alone. Like, you're just walking around, going here, going there, doing your daily errands alone. Because I just want to know, at least there's one other woman that's like me. So I know that I feel less alone in me saying that I'm always alone. And I guess I'm just needing some comfort from you guys as well. And also for me to tell you that if you think you're the only woman just walking around alone and just doing things alone, you're not. And it's really like a hard struggle here between the two. Like, I'm aware, I'm not delusional. I know that we need social contact, and studies have shown that it's good for your stress. It's good for, you know, just human interaction is important. But yeah, I live alone. I do things alone, everything, every day, alone, 24/7. But should I be changing this? I don't know. Is this normal? I don't know. I really don't know, because I feel like this has just always been my normal way of life, and it's not that different. But I will admit that in the last few years, since COVID, and well, in my last video I was talking about narcissistic people, since I've removed and cut some people off in my life, I have definitely needed some time alone. And I don't know if I've taken it to the extreme to the point where I've kind of isolated myself. And so I'm trying to figure this out. And because I know I spend way more time alone than what an average person should. And I do also, I have to be honest here. I do know that I am missing out on social interaction with people. And I don't want to get too comfortable with being this alone, because I think it's becoming very difficult to see why other energies and other people would bring value to my life, you know, because I feel quite at peace just being alone. But yeah, it's also getting to the point where it's like, I just wish every now and then I would have someone I could go to the shop with. But it doesn't necessarily mean I want to spend the whole day with that person. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean like it has to be a constant thing. You know, like, there's so much expectations from people. I feel sometimes that once you start something, then it's an expectation that this we do again. And I don't want that. I don't want it to be interrupted too much, you know? It's like a really odd situation to be in. But I know that I'm not the only one that feels this. I cannot be the only one. or if I'm the only one, then maybe there's something wrong. I don't know. But I honestly believe that there are other women out there that do everything alone as well. And you're probably questioning as well, is this normal to be this alone? And also, I'm sure you feel lonely sometimes like I do, but then there's something stopping me. Like, it's almost like my healing journey and how I've got to this point of being so peaceful. I'm so protective over it. It's like I'm protective over it like a child. Like, I can't have anyone disrupt this energy. And it concerns me a little bit to think that if I do start just allowing all these energies in, that as much as I feel that I'm quite instinctual to people's energy and who they are as people, it still doesn't negate the fact that someone could potentially expect too much from you, and this could potentially disrupt how far you've come in your healing journey, or how far you've come with your peace. And that's the kind of point I'm at right now. But I will be honest, I am kind of sick of just doing things alone. I'm kind of tired of it, to be honest. Like, sometimes I wish I just have a meal with someone. Sometimes when I'm cooking, like, maybe it'd be nice to cook for someone, Maybe when I'm just going for a walk, would it be nice just to go for a walk? Because I see other people, okay? And I always see, maybe it's just me, but I rarely just see other women just walking around alone. Like, when I'm just out and about, I always feel like I'm the only woman just always on this alone. I always see like women with other women, or women with like their boyfriends, or women with someone. Like, I rarely just see other women just wandering around by themselves. And I wonder if that woman is by themselves. Is this something she does on a daily thing, or is this just like an off the spur moment, Because for me, it's a way of life. Like, I am literally 24/7 alone. So yeah, for me, it's just a norm now. But I wonder, where are all the other women that are like me, that just go on their daily basis alone? And yeah, but I do question, and I am thinking I need to kind of make some steps to kind of change this, because I feel I've got to the point where I have kind of isolated myself. I feel like I've gone into isolation. My home has like become like a no-go zone, isolation area. And I know that's not healthy. I know it's not healthy to isolate yourself. But this world, sometimes when I look at this world, I just think, you know what I mean? It's just like, ooh, I don't even know how, it's just, that's the feeling I get. It's just like, oh, where to start? It's just, let's just go back to my home. It's peaceful. It's got good energy. I put the incense on. It was calm. Get the good vibes, get the music going, just, whatever, like the good energy. And so, yeah, I just thought I need to hop on and I need to talk about this. So if you're alone 24/7, just know you're not the only one. You are not the only woman. And ladies, comment below if you're one of these women. I don't know what this means. I just know that I do need some more interaction with people, as much as I feel I don't want to do it. I know from science and from just going back to our biology, I'm sure that we need human connection. And I know that there are good people in the world. I know that. And I just want something on a deeper level that I can connect with. And just kind of, I just wish there was like another me. Like, I wish there was me, like, cloned into like a best friend. Oh, that would be perfect. And just in like a physical existence. Because apparently Because I feel like I'm my own best friend sometimes. And like, I get me and me gets I. And what I feel like is for society to be happy, right? They just need to see another clone of me in an existence, right? In a physical existence, and not so much a spiritual soul existence, but a physical existence. And then that way I have a physical person, right, that I'm walking with. So you're accepted. And it's just like, it's tiring, exhausting to know that there's so much pressure on all these different things to have. Like, you must have this, you must have friends, you must have this, you must have. And it's just like, oh, women, if you're seen alone, or like, I don't know, I feel like there's some kind of negative connotation towards that, but I don't know. I just feel comfortable being alone. And if there was like another me that I could clone, and she was like sitting right next to me, oh my God, that would be like my best friend. Like, I'll do everything with her. Like, she is me and I'm her. Like, she would get me. Like, another me would get me so well. Like, she would know when to leave me alone. She would know when to like, oh, do you just want like a cup of tea or something? She would know when, oh, do you want to go to the cafe? She would know, oh, do you want to go to... She would know me because like, we're there. Like, we're there mentally, you know? She would know if we want to have a deep discussion about some in-depth topic, about healing, about, I don't know, something, any topic it could be. But let's go deep here. Let's have a deep conversation every now and then, you know? And yeah, then maybe I can talk about, maybe she'll know if I just want to talk about fashion one day or some makeup one day. She'll know, like, you know, she'll know how to switch it up. But I don't just want fickle conversations, just all about, oh, like fashion and guys and makeup. No, like, I want to go deep. I want to go to a level where our minds can be discovering, can be learning, can be bouncing off each other. We can, you know, we can understand what is the meaning of life. That's where I want to go. I want to go like, what's the meaning of life? What is this existence? Are we living a physical experience here? Or is it just a soul that we have, like our souls? Like, I want to go and branch off, okay? And I get me, you know? So I just wanted to come on here because I know that you ladies, there are some of you out there that will relate to this. And if you relate to this, I need you to comment right now, because I need to see some comments here. Because when I see some comments, I will know that I'm not a weirdo. Debatable, but I'm not completely like, you know, elusive and just wandering this world alone. And so yeah, should I be concerned that I'm alone all the time? I don't know. I feel I should because people are telling me I should, but I'm actually don't know if I should. So yeah. Anyway, ladies, I'm going to go because that was all I came on for today, really, just to talk about that I'm always alone. And now you know that there is a woman out there that's always alone. So if you ever see me out, I'm in the UK, but I'm sure imagine if someone saw this video in the UK, they saw me outside. Just imagine the chances, and they came up and said hi. Like, if you see me alone, which you probably, if you ever did in the UK, and you see this video and you see me, come and say hi, because I'll probably be alone. No, 99.9% I'll be alone. Unless there's like, I found a dog, because anytime I see a dog, I have this gravitational pull towards them where I just have to go, oh my God, can I like see your dog? And it's like, yeah. So 99.9% of the time I'll be alone. The 0.1% I'll be trying to like say hi to someone else's dog. That's it really. But yeah, imagine the chances of someone seeing this video, seeing me, and then saying hi. But yeah, come and say hi, because that'd be amazing. Imagine that. Anyway, ladies, I'm going. Please subscribe to this channel. I really want this channel to grow. I'm trying to be as vulnerable as I can by different things. Like, I don't want to talk about the fact that I'm always alone all the time. It's quite embarrassing, you know. But I just, at this point, I'm just going to be as vulnerable as I can be. It's quite freeing in a way for me. I have always struggled to like just show my vulnerability in a way. And I'm just at this age where I'm just like, I just need to share this with others and what I'm going through in life. And this is my true story. Like, everything that you see in these videos is literally either happened to me in life or is happening right now, is how I feel. And I can't get any more honest than I'm getting, to be honest, in these videos. And at times it's, you know, I think, should I say it? And I'm saying it. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to live in my truth and my experiences and what I've learned along the way. And the whole point is, if I have to speak like that and be genuine so you guys can relate to these things. And there are uncomfortable topics to talk about. Like, you don't want to be telling everyone you're alone 24/7. It's kind of embarrassing and awkward in a way, and some other people won't understand it. So please, I really appreciate when you comment. I love seeing the comments. I really appreciate you helping the channel grow, because again, this is for women and it's for us to have a place to be vulnerable, to share our journeys. And the whole point is to not feel alone. And this is why I'm doing it. I love you all. Be positive. And you may be watching this alone, but hey, I'm making this alone. So we're not alone. Okay, it's the Nana journey. Bye.